There is a difference between starting a business and making your business actually thrive. So with 10 million you can start, but there are high chances of you losing your money in the maize milling business. How much money do I need to start a maize milling business? Let's dive into the video. Hey, what's up? My name is Michael, and on this channel I will discuss about how to start and run successful small-scale businesses. If this is your first time, thank you so much. Please don't leave this video minus subscribing. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for watching. So I've been asked by one of my follower that is it okay for me to think about the maize milling business if I have 10 million as my net capital? Yes, the answer I might give you is a no. And I'm not just defending my no, but I want to give you a reality. If you are someone with 10 million Uganda shillings, yes, you can enter into maize milling business. But we are looking at efficiency, we are looking at whether that business is going to survive or not. There is a difference between starting a business and making your business actually thrive. So with 10 million you can start, but there are high chances of you losing your money in the maize milling business. I'm not discouraging most of you people who have been asking me about the maize milling business, but this is the fact that I'm going to share with you today regarding the maize milling business. Stick on this video until the very last end, because we are going to exhaust everything in regards to maize milling. So the first thing you need to put into consideration in the maize milling industry is the cost of machines. Yes, we have the maize huller, the maize mill, and if you want to start on a small scale, that can cost you 14 million Uganda shillings. The least, it is 14 million Uganda shillings. So if you have 10 million, it means you're going to forge around and get fake machines from anywhere. You're going to buy them, I don't know, and those machines will keep on disturbing you. So that is the source of your business failure, because your costs of operation will just exceed your profitability and you'll be working in losses. So it will be hard for you to make profits if you have 10 million Uganda shillings and you want to start maize milling business. Besides that, what are you going to use to buy the maize itself as your stock? What are you going to distribute to other people? Then there are some other costs of production, like packaging. Where are you going to get those packaging bags? Okay, labor itself. Then you put in electricity and other bills that are going to be associated with your production. So it simply means it can be hard for you to invest 10 million in the maize milling industry and survive. There are high chances of business failure when it comes to maize milling and with a little capital. So I would encourage people with 20 million plus to enter into maize milling, because even if you initially start with a small machine of 6.5 m or 7 million, maize mill and maize huller, that is 14 million at average, including installation, it means you can have something like 6 or 7 million balance that you can use to stock maize and buy some packaging for the start. But if you are that person who has 10 million Uganda shilling on your account, I don't encourage you to buy a maize milling machine. First of all, it might be hard for you to meet the quality that is required in the market. Also, there is a license if you want to make your own brand as in a maize miller. So it simply means, by the way, there are a few certified maize millers in Uganda. So for you to qualify to be one, of course, that means an expense. So if you're someone who is dealing in food, UNBS becomes a very critical thing for you to consider. So certifying your brand will also cost you a lot. So I would encourage someone with 10 million Uganda shillings, actually, you better enter into store business. You can stock maize of 10 million and supply the whole, maybe sub-county, maybe the whole town. So if you have 10 million Uganda shilling, please don't risk your money in buying the maize milling machine. Although I sell these machines, but I don't want you to make mistakes in the process and regret later, because I want to advise you according to what you can afford. There are a lot of dynamics in business, you people, that you don't know. If you enter into production, first of all, there are a lot of expenses associated to that. It means that limits your profitability. So if you enter into maize milling, from the process of acquiring maize from the suppliers, to drying them, to processing them, to packaging them, to transporting them to the sellers, the retailers, all those are costs, and that reduces your profitability. So in maize milling, you're actually supposed to have enough capital to stock maize, because maize comes in different seasons. So when it is harvesting season, normally prices are low. So that's when you're supposed to stock enough maize so that it can take you through that period when the prices actually rise. So if you have to stock that you have bought at a low price, you start making profits if your production starts and your products come when the price of maize have actually risen. So if you don't have capital, you're someone who is starting, you are meandering, you are maneuvering to buy one sack of maize, process and sell it, it means you cannot manage that tactic, and that's where profits are. So you have high chances of actually having failure in your business. So my honest advice to people who have little money is start serious store. Start, even if you specialize and say, I'm going to stock maize and beans only, or maize flour and beans only, or nuts and beans only, or you enter into cereals in general, you will make money more than someone who has entered into manufacturing or a processing business with little capital, because your expenses will be high and your chances to survive will be actually very low. All those people who are in maize milling business have high capital to stock maize when the season is ending, when the prices are actually low. If you cannot play that trick, then you cannot survive in the maize milling industry. And also those people who have big stores, that is the same strategy they actually used in order to survive. So serious business, basically you must be knowing seasons, and you should know when to buy things and actually sell them off. So for my sister who has been asking whether you can enter into the maize milling industry with only 10 million, I would say absolutely no. Don't risk your money in the maize milling industry if you have that as your only capital. Otherwise, it will be hard for you to compete with those big players, because for them, they buy maize at a low price and in large quantities. Your expenses will supersede your profits, and you find yourself actually working into losses. Well, my name is Michael, and on this channel we discuss about how to start and run successful small scale businesses. I give you honest advice and my viewpoints about some of the most small scale businesses, and actually I will guide you on how to start and run your own successful small scale business. Kindly feel free to join my community by subscribing as a member. I'll be making exclusive content for only members, so please endeavor to subscribe as a member. Join my community so that we can build a community of like-minded people. Thank you so much and have a nice time. Bye-bye.